Universal crochet tutorial for cat ear hat is here. Fits any head circumference, works with any materials, and suitable for all ages. Hook and yarn used. The number of starting chains is a multiple of 2 plus 1. The length should equal the distance between your temples. Here is a reference list of starting chain counts for different yarn hook sizes. The exact number doesn't affect learning the method, so it's best to chain according to your own temple distance. With the demo yarn and hook, we chain 25 stitches, meaning N equals 12. Beginners, remember to place a stitch marker in the first chain and the last chain. Round 1, chain 2, counts as the beginning chain 2, not as a stitch. Then, working back along the chain, work double crochet stitches. Work a total of N double crochet stitches. Beginners, use a stitch marker. From our starting chain, we know N is 12, so work 12 stitches. The next stitch is the +1 from the 2N1 formula. In this stitch, work a double crochet increase. Work 2 double crochet into the same stitch. The remaining stitches are the other N, so work 12 double crochet stitches without increases. One side is complete. The other side is worked the same way. Note, only the beginning of each round requires the starting chain 2. When switching to the other side, you do not need it because the height is already established. Simply work 12 double crochet stitches in order. Be careful not to make the turning point between sides too loose. Place a stitch marker in this turning stitch as well. While crocheting, use your left hand to gently push the fabric from the inside out to prevent curling. The crochet piece is folded to form the ear parts, so it's not meant to lie flat. This is the pointed tip of the ear. The stitches on both sides should align. After completing the 12 double crochet stitches, you reach the central increase section. Work 1 double crochet increase here. Then work 12 double crochet stitches. The other side is complete. At the end of each round, slip stitch into the first stitch to join. This joining slip stitch should be pulled tight. After round 1, it should look like this. Round 2, chain 2, does not count as a stitch. Then work 12 double crochet stitches in order. Remember, the end sections are always worked in double crochet without increases. For the central increase section, the rule is to increase on both sides. Here, there are only 2 stitches in the center, so work a double crochet increase in each of them. You'll have 4 stitches after this. Then, for the other end section, work 12 double crochet stitches. The other side is worked the same. First work 12 double crochet stitches. Then work the central increases, 2 double crochet increases, and finally work 12 double crochet stitches. Join with a slip stitch at the end. Round 3. Chain 2. Does not count as a stitch. Then work in double crochet stitches. Here, 12. Next, for the central increase section, increase only on both sides. There are now 4 stitches here. So, work 1 double crochet increase in the first stitch. Work 2 double crochet stitches in order. And work 1 double crochet increase in the last stitch. This increases from 4 to 6 stitches. Then, for the other end section, work 12 double crochet stitches. One side is complete. The other side is worked identically, so it won't be repeated here. After the first 3 rounds, do you see the pattern? The two end sections on the sides are always worked in double crochet without increases. Only the sides of the central section increase each round. So, regardless of your head size, yarn weight, or hook size, as long as you follow this pattern based on your starting chain and remember your N, you can increase indefinitely to your desired head circumference. Try it on as you go, starting from around round 7, and adjust by adding or reducing rounds. For adults, a small head circumference may need about 8 rounds, while a larger one may need 9 rounds. Then we begin working in double crochet without any increases for about 15 rounds. Fold up the brim, and the main body of the hat is complete. Cat ear hat ear flap tutorial is here. From the sides of the hat, count inward approximately 1 palm's width of stitches and place stitch markers. For this yarn, about 8 to 10 stitches should suffice. The front side uses about 8 stitches and the back side about 10 stitches. Important! The back side must have a few more stitches than the front because the ear sits tilted backward. Place markers on both sides. Make a slip knot and attach the yarn to any marked stitch. Round 1. Chain 2. Does not count as a stitch. Work double crochet in each stitch across to the other marker. Here I have 18 stitches. Round 2. Turn your work. We will decrease on both ends. Here, we use the chain 2 as a substitute for the first double crochet. Skip the first actual stitch. In the next stitch, work a double crochet 2 together. Work a double crochet until the last yarn over pull through step is left incomplete, leaving 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops. This decreases 2 stitches into 1. Then work double crochet without decreases across the next 14 stitches. For the last 2 stitches, work another double crochet 2 together. Work an incomplete double crochet in the second to last stitch, 2 loops on hook. Then work an incomplete double crochet in the last stitch, 3 loops on hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. 1 double crochet 2 together is complete. Round 3. Turn your work. Work the same as round 2. First work a double crochet 2 together. Then work 12 double crochet stitches And finally work a double crochet 2 together over the last 2 stitches. Continue this method, decreasing 1 stitch at each end every round until only 1 stitch remains. Then chain about 40 stitches to create a tie. Leave a long tail of yarn, at least enough to wrap around your hand twice, for attaching the pom-pom later. The other ear flap is worked the same way and won't be demonstrated again. In Ali, let's make the pom-pom. Prepare a pom-pom maker. Align the halves with the opening. Open one side. Take a separate length of yarn and wrap it repeatedly around one half of the maker. The thicker you wrap, the denser the pom-pom. I wrapped about 3 to 4 layers. Then wrap the yarn across the center to the other half and wrap 3 to 4 layers there as well. Cut the yarn. Close and latch the pom-pom maker. Take scissors and carefully cut the wrapped yarn along the center groove. Be careful not to shake it mid-cut to prevent the yarn from loosening. Cut all the way around one side, then the other. Take the long tail left on the ear flap and thread it through the center groove of the pom-pom maker between the cut strands. Wrap it around once, pull tight, and tie a secure knot. Make sure the tension is on the chain tie of the ear flap, not on extra yarn. Wrap and knot it once more. Remove the pom-pom maker and trim any excess yarn ends. The pom-pom is now attached to the ear flap. The other side is made the same way.